What?
I almost forgot my microphone.
What did I do? My hands are right here. Yes, they are large hands, as a lot of you can attest. But
gosh dang it,
I am not responsible for that giggle.
No, it was me forgetting to put on my mic. So it is now on.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
That's not how
all right. There you go.
Happy Wicked Wednesday. Welcome everybody back in. As usual, I am Shayla Black, New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of over 100 books because I'm crazy and a workaholic. And you are?
I think we're going to change your title.
Oh.
New York Times, USA Today. Is USA Today still a thing? I don't know. Best-selling author and amazing mom.
Oh, thank you.
And beautiful wife.
Thank you. That's
yes, she
nice.
has. She paid me. So
I probably did.
I am free flowing with the
compliments,
the comments, the compliments, or whatever you're calling them. Can I just say something?
But you didn't give everybody your name.
Oh, hi, I'm William Black, assistant to the regional manager of New York Times bestselling author Shayla Black.
I am not the regional.
I don't know
manager.
what this USA Today bestselling is.
Oh, okay.
But can we just kind of get the elephant out of the room?
Oh, do tell.
I just want to tell everyone how happy I am to be back in the safe confines of the Shayla Black Studios.
True,
here in Studio A. We had an amazing time in Branson.
We did.
But let me just tell you something. When you go live, it's so much more, it's easier when you're in the studio.
It's true.
Yes. I mean, the multi-million-dollar production values we have here. I mean, it's incredible. Rather than passing around my laptop to everybody. So
hey, it worked.
But we're going to talk about that.
It worked.
We're going to talk about that.
We are going to talk about that. But it was a good time had by all. And I especially got to meet some new beauties for the first time.
Can I just say
last weekend, which was fantastic.
I think we're going to talk all through it. But I just got to say, we enjoyed the signing. We had a great time. But getting a chance to spend time with a lot of you guys, one-on-one time, meant the world to us. We talked about that the entire drive back. It was incredible.
It was really the highlight of the trip was getting to meet some of you for the first time and spend time with you. And always, putting an actual face with a name and be able to tell you how much we appreciate you. It meant a lot.
It was incredible. And I enjoyed every second of it.
Yes, we had
every second.
A blast. And we were so happy that we got to go. But as usual, I think by Sunday, everybody was kind of ready to go home.
You know what? We're going to talk. I don't want to get ahead of it. I don't want to get ahead of the breath. So we have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about.
So welcome back, Shayla.
Same to you, William.
A fine TikTok that you had.
Oh,
you might have faux pod somewhere.
Apparently,
apparently, she picked up her restrictions somewhere on TikTok.
I'm now restricted on TikTok because I'm too. Something. I don't know.
You forgot to mention Shayla Mart. I'm just saying. You forgot to mention Shayla Mart.
Apparently so.
Yes, exactly. Thank God YouTube is not Big Brother on us.
No, not
that they wouldn't if they could. So or could if they wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why don't you greet everyone that's joining us here?
I will. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I see lots of familiar people. A big shout out, first of all, to the people who were with us over the weekend. It was so lovely to meet some of you for the first time. Susan, Virginia, Dawn. I know there's others and I'm blanking, but it was such a good time to get everybody in the room together. Stephanie and some of the other folks who came to the party.
Brenda and Dana.
We've met all them before.
But we don't get to see them very often.
We don't, and which was lovely. And I got a chance to talk. Connie, I got a chance to talk to
Tracy.
Lisa, and Lisa was talking to me about a book she's working on. Brenda was telling me another story about her getting to meet the author of the that show that you like. The author of the books of that show you like. It's not
Jack Webb or Dragnet.
No. It wasn't Longmire. It was a show like that, I think.
Oh my God, you kept this from me?
Yeah, she told me the story about how she went up to like Deadwood and he was supposed to have been there and then he canceled And she wrote him anyway on Facebook and was like, I'm disappointed you won't be there. I brought my books and I was hoping to have them signed, but I totally understand. And, we're here anyway. And if you happen to decide to get
guy
here.
the guy, I remember the story from the guy from the Kevin Costner thing.
No, not Dances with Wolves.
No, the TV show.
Yellowstone, no.
No. Who was it?
It was like, I can't remember. It's like Longmire, but it wasn't Longmire. Anyway.
I love Longmire. But
he apparently came down and ended up signing her books anyway.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he said he was going to come, and she's like, and they were at the rodeo, and she said, well, how am I going to know it's you? And he says, I'll be the one wearing the cowboy hat. And she's like, what?
You know
but
what?
He came down in a cowboy hat with a sign pinned to him that said something like, "Hi, Brenda."
That's above and beyond.
It is.
That's even more than we do. I mean, just
awesome.
Just show up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a good time. So happy to see lots of you here today. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Susan. Smash the like and hit subscribe. We are trying to grow this channel,
up our YouTube numbers.
Yes,
and we would appreciate you guys help us out by hitting the subscribe and smashing.
Yes,
we kind of like those people, but
yes, please.
And even if you don't, we'll take
please,
a pity.
Please.
We'll take a pity one. Yes.
Aren't you nice?
I'm not above anything. Let's be clear.
Yeah, and Dana especially posted lots of TropiCon pictures. So if you haven't seen them, she did a fantastic job.
I want to make sure everyone's hearing us. Kelly says she has no sound. I want to get down to the end here. Okay, I don't see anybody else saying they can't have sound. Kelly, turn it up. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome back. Branson was amazing. You're right, Brenda. We had such a good time.
We had a blast.
It was really lovely. So what would you like to talk about first?
Well, let's talk about Branson.
Okay.
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend did attend.
Yes.
We got there. Those of you, hopefully you were able to join us for the live. If you couldn't be there at the event, you saw us on the live stream.
Oh, it was
Friday
Longmire.
night.
Thank you, Brenda. I kept trying to think that it wasn't.
I thought I remembered that story.
Oh my gosh. Dana, we'll talk about that. So good.
Longmire, so awesome.
So good. Well,
they need a movie. They need to come back with
read
a movie.
Dana's.
Shayla Black, how was your...
So
died
good.
And went to heaven. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup died and wanted more.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Just saying.
That's the key. You make dreams come true.
Yes.
Dana Zamora.
Yeah, and Mallory, hang on. Mallory did have a really good signing.
So those of you that don't know, we were over the weekend, we were in the Branson, Missouri.
Yes.
We've never been to the Branson, Missouri.
No.
We drove out on Thursday. We loaded the SUV completely full. And when I say completely full, that SUV has never been more full in its life. Because not only did I have one author to support, we had two authors and all their crap. So we had to load on all. And we barely had room for luggage, I think, because we all packed together.
In one duffel bag.
We all packed together, and then we headed out. It was about an 8-hour drive for us.
Yeah.
And honestly, not a bad drive at all. A lot of curves and ups and downs, but not a big deal. And then we were pleasantly surprised. We got in on Thursday evening. We were there a little bit early, so we went and had dinner right on the river. And you guys hopefully saw my photo that I posted on William Black of this having a dinner or late dinner or early dinner.
And just as the rain was starting to fall over the river, and there was almost nobody else out there because it was like 3:30 or something. So it was really kind of just so chill to just sit there and watch the rain on the water. And he had ribs that he loved. It
was a great way. We went to Saltgrass.
Yeah.
We were going to go to Paula Deen's, but I heard hit or miss about midday with Paula Deen. So I did not want to be disappointed. I know one of you that went. Dana
said she went, so I want to know what Dana thinks.
Someone was a little disappointed. I forget who told me, but we went to Saltgrass and the food and the service. We sat outside. It was awesome. And then we were able to check into our hotel.
Yeah.
The room we got, and I told you guys I was going to get one of the biggest rooms they had in the hotel for our party. and we did. It was an amazing room.
It was.
It was
Even the event organizer was like, I really wanted this room and I didn't get it fast enough.
because
I was like,
the day it
oops.
became available, I grabbed it I grabbed it.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get the conference rate. I sold my soul for it. But anyway,
It's fine.
It's fine.
You don't need a soul.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I won't tell you who I had to sleep with to get it. But anyway, we
Oh, here we go. She says, we enjoyed Paula Deen, but didn't like the family style service. Interesting.
see,
Okay.
I enjoy a family style if it's done well.
Yeah. Oh, you were disappointed.
Yeah, I think
Meatloaf was horrible.
That was Dawn telling me about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I had
Dawn.
heard it was hit or miss.
So we where did I leave off? Oh, so we got the big ass room. It was really nice. Baby had a nice place to sleep. And Thursday night, I think we had pizza.
Yeah.
And
with
some drinks with Jenna
and Sean.
And they came up to our suite.
And then we just went to bed early.
And we just kind of hung because it was raining. It was really raining.
It was
we decided
totally
to stay
raining.
in, and then we hung there. I was able to see a number of you in the hotel Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And we just hung out. And then I guess early Friday morning.
Oh, hang on. There's more Paula Deen discussion. So Virginia didn't like it either.
Yeah, Virginia, you were telling me about that too. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, family style here in the States anyway usually means that they bring a dish big enough for the family to serve it, and you just kind of serve, onto your plate out of the dish.
Kelly, we have a place like that here in Texas, a number of them, but one of the ones is called Babe's Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
And they bring a platter of fried chicken, a platter of mashed potatoes, a platter of biscuits, a platter of cream corn, a platter of green beans, and you all just kind of dip from the same serving areas onto your plate.
Yeah.
So that's basically family style. And if like I said, if it's done right,
it's fine.
Babe's does it right.
Yeah.
Because it's all fresh and all perfect. Some places just can't do it. Just can't do it.
You call it potluck. See, here potluck means here means like everybody brings a dish, and then if you're having a party, everybody brings a dish, and then everybody eats everybody's stuff.
See, and Dana, I'm a meatloaf
snob.
I love meatloaf,
but it has to be done well.
Love meatloaf. If it's done well, but
yeah. So,
so Friday we got up.
Had breakfast.
Breakfast in the hotel was
breakfast in a hotel.
Kind of iffy.
Yeah.
And then what did we do Friday?
Well, I had the panel.
You had the panel
with Sherilyn Kenyon and L. James. And
I hadn't seen Sherilyn Kenyon in forever.
I hadn't either. But it was good to see.
And there was a number of other authors on there. And you all talked. I thought AJ did a good job in moderating the panel. I just wish we'd had more time. I'm glad a lot of the audience members got a chance to ask questions.
Yeah.
But that was a packed room.
Okay.
It was a packed room. And even I was in the back and I was maintaining my best behavior.
You were. I was. He didn't heckle me once, y'all. I told
really a couple of the ladies in the back of me, I said, we need to heckle the one there right in the middle. But
wearing red polka dots.
They didn't believe me. And I didn't want to be a toxic man in Branson, Missouri. I didn't know if that's against the law there. So, could have drowned me or something. Who knows?
You're so funny.
Who knows?
So after the panel, we kind of did a few things, ran some errands.
Oh, that's right. Because we had to run and get a bunch of supplies.
Yes.
Because on Friday night, we hosted a big, I almost just say for beauties, but it was a fan party basically.
Yeah.
I think that we did that run and did a couple of the things.
Yeah, we wanted, because it started at 8:00 at night, and at first he was going to try to have like a veggie tray and some, hors d'oeuvres, and I'm like, at 8:00 everyone's eating dinner. Let's just get desserts. So we ended up with a bunch of little finger foods.
And normally Shayla's in bed by 8:30. Let's be honest. But 8:00 I thought would work the best because everyone would have a chance to have dinner. Do whatever events was going on with the
hi Regina
with the con, and then we could have the evening together. And I think that 8 p.m. time frame worked out well.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I have to really quick taken aside. I'm so sorry to hear this, Beverly.
I'm sorry, Beverly.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible.
Oh, girl. I am sorry to hear that. I hope that you guys can, have some time to grieve and get some peace, and because none of that's easy. I know.
It's never a good a day or
no,
time.
It doesn't.
It's terrible.
Thank you, Dana. We had a really good time having everybody there, and we really had no idea how many people would come and how long people would stay.
I got to tell you,
it went on a good 3 hours.
I was a little worried. I knew a number of you committed to coming.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God, because I was worried we're going to have not that many people there.
That was a full house.
Met expectations and exceeded them. It was awesome.
A full house.
It was awesome.
And a lot of people brought their spouses, so it was really nice to finally get a chance to meet some of the spouses. That was fun.
And I was going to mention, I saw Lisa's comment about the panel. She couldn't keep still. Donnie kept patting my leg to come. I got a chance to meet your husband. He was a cool dude. And the three of us were sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Just kind of in the corner, kind of vegging. And then, but it was fantastic to see both of you, Lisa.
That was really nice to meet your hubby too. Just a really, really good time.
It was awesome. And of course, Anna and Mr. B showed up fashionably late, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Very important people. But no, we're just happy to have them there. Happy to have everybody there. Stephanie, Elmer, everybody.
Susan said her husband was watching the live.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. And then, I committed to you guys that we were going to stream it on YouTube Live. We did. I didn't know quite how it was going to work, but I think it worked out very, very well. I brought my own lighting with it, and the laptop, the hotel Wi-Fi. We even had the premium Wi-Fi, and it
was crappy.
It sucked ass. Let's just be honest.
Let's be honest.
So I was streaming all that from my cell phone.
Yeah.
And the cell phone actually was getting amazing.
Yeah, it was doing really well.
Right. So I was happy with that. And we streamed the whole thing. We think we streamed for a good hour.
Yeah.
And then I let everyone hold my laptop and go around and introduce themselves. Those that would, there were some that did not want to go on camera, and that's fine.
And then Eve says, Dana took us around so we can see everybody. I ended up in a chair talking to a bunch of people, and then suddenly somebody was like, and there's Shayla holding court. And I was like, that was not my intention.
Just another day.
I was trying really hard to get around and say hi to everybody, but I was so excited to get some small discussion group going about, all kinds of things. We talked about quite a few things. So I thought it was really fun. And it was, like I said, it's always a pleasure to get to spend time with y'all. So I was happy.
And we even went till 11 o'clock.
We did.
That was awesome.
I think some of the last people left about 11 o'clock.
That was awesome. And I think after we cleaned up and everybody left, we cleaned up. And Shayla's like, where's the bed?
Yeah, I was so tired at that point. I hadn't slept super well. You just never sleep that great when it's not your bed.
But I hate hotels.
Yeah.
I hate hotels. I can't sleep in hotels. I've slept in so many hotels on my corporate job. It ruined me for hotels.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I hate them.
Yeah.
But I think what we need to start doing is either taking our own pillows.
I've heard that.
Or I heard like the silk, you put your own silk pillowcases on the pillows.
Okay.
It just makes it feel better. But that's what Jordan does. That's what Jordan.
Well, I actually would prefer to bring my own pillow if we can. Because
not always possible.
No, I know. But my thing is, hotels always have those horrible down feather pillows that don't support a side sleeper at all.
Hotels don't care how well you sleep. They just don't.
Yeah.
When is the last time we slept well in a hotel?
Rhonda, I take my own pillow and blanket. I don't blame you.
What was it in Orlando at that resort? That really nice one we went to?
Yeah.
It was that. When did we sleep well there?
Yeah.
I think we slept well.
Yeah,
of course, we were exhausted too.
We were exhausted. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? And I think I really, I saw when I went down on Friday morning to have coffee with Jenna and Sean in their room, because they always bring a coffee pot too.
I wasn't ready yet. You know how long it takes me to look like
he had to groom, y'all.
Good God.
He had to groom.
Good God.
Well, so that's my other thing. I'm not allergic to them, but I literally cannot sleep at all. So Yeah, next time I'm bringing my own damn pillows.
What Lisa said, we had 2 beds in our room. So out of the 8 pillows, Donnie got 1 and I got 7. Sometimes I think getting 2 beds is better.
Yeah,
just
I know.
because you can get
more
what
pillows,
more sleep, and it just
no,
exactly.
I know
exactly. Yeah, Christina, they're too squishy.
they are.
I need support in the neck and stuff, and it's just not going to happen.
We're both side sleepers, and I'm like, this is not enough.
Dawn, actually, it's a Branson tattoo.
No, it is a bruise.
It is a bruise. And a bruise.
We think from hauling boxes.
I damaged myself. Yes,
you did,
because those hardback boxes are very, very heavy, and it's easier rather than me carrying them like this for me to put it up on my shoulder and carry it. And I can handle the weight much better, and I can walk.
Yeah.
But I was doing that, but I would think I was putting too much pressure on the
old bicep,
on the upper osseous, or whatever it's called. What was Will Ferrell call it?
I don't even remember.
The upper pectoral. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then,
but good question about the bruise. I went back to the gym on Monday, and my trainer came over to me. He says, "What did you do?" And he pokes it. I go, "Ow!" And he says, I said, "It didn't hurt, so you did it." So
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. I know. Tough it up. I know.
Yeah. Well, that's true. So then Saturday, of course, was the signing. We got up, and we had to be ready to take a group photo by, gosh, I want to say 9:45 or something like that. Yep. And then the doors opened at 10. So
it was so weird to say, "Baby, you got to go too."
Yeah.
Because she was a signing author as well.
Yeah, she was.
But I was so proud of that baby the whole
event. She did a great job by herself.
This was only her second signing, right? Number 2.
Yeah.
And the way she carries herself, the way she greets folks, the way she was professional, set up her booth all on her own.
The woman sitting next to her, on the far side of her, was asking her questions because it was her very first event and she didn't know what to do. And so she was asking baby, she was like, "You look like you've been doing this for a while. What do I do?"
Well, she's been doing it for a long time
as to help me,
to help you in abstention, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. So that was actually really fun. And then the signing went till 5. We did get a little bit of a lunch break, but we really didn't have that much time. We ran back up to our room, and with our big room, we had a full refrigerator. So some of the snacks we had brought with us, I
bought 2 tons of ice for that Friday night party.
Yeah.
We went through 1 ton. The other ton stayed in the freezer.
Oh, I wasn't even sure about that.
I brought because I'm always worried about running out of ice. And I bought like 2 big ones from Walmart. And those were some big freaking ice. I wish I could have brought it home. But yeah, what did I eat?
Well, you didn't put the second one in the cooler?
No, what did I eat? Yeah, I did, but we still had plenty in the first one. What did I eat on Saturday?
I think you picked at the snacks like I did. We all picked it, like we had cheese and some salami and pepperoni and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was, and then we went back down. Signing went till 5. And then we packed up, and there were 6 of us, and we went to a place about 10 or 15 minutes outside
about 20
of
minutes
town.
Outside. Rometta and Stephanie, I think, gave us a good recommendation. Mexican food restaurant, hole in the wall. Let me just say, where we went, there's no zoning.
No.
Okay? There's a restaurant. There's an assisted living facility.
And
there's an RV park. There's an apartment complex.
And a gas station.
And then there's a storage facility.
Yeah.
So there's no zoning in there.
Like all within the same block. And we were like, what is this?
But we sat outside, and it was, you were wanting to sit inside. I said, no, we're sitting outside. It's this beautiful temperature out here.
Well, I only wanted to sit outside or inside because there was nobody in there, and I thought it'd be quiet and we could talk. Plus,
outside was
picnic table where I sat, like three boards made up the bench, and the board in the middle was raised about an inch and a half above all the rest, so it was not the most comfortable.
The picnic table, I agree with you, was sketch. The kids call that sketch. By the way, sketch means
sketch or
suspect. Okay.
Or sus.
So anyway, I'm glad we could help. Okay.
With the old people explaining
Thank you.
slang.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dab.
Oh my God.
IRL.
Yeah, Susan, you're right. That place was awesome. Susan and I looked at each other. We're like,
incredible.
oh my gosh.
So Jenna and Sean and Baby,
and here's your friend Shannon.
and Susan joined us. It was awesome. That Bruce's karma coming up. Yes, for ignoring you, Shannon. I think I did it to myself because I apparently ignored you for a little too long.
That's right.
I had myself unavailable.
Well, here I poked him for you.
No, it's don't hurt myself
Oh.
on this side. It's a little sore.
Yeah, exactly. Kelly's like, thanks for the lingo lesson.
Hey, you know what? Public service.
Free of
That's right.
charge.
Public service.
That's right.
That's right. So it was, Susan, yes, it was incredible. I think we all had enchiladas and they were really,
almost
really
everybody.
good.
No,
Yeah.
somebody else had tacos.
I don't remember. But
Somebody had tacos
all
and
good.
somebody
the
else.
salsa was incredible.
The salsa was amazing.
It's got the chunky in it. I
Yeah.
love the onions and the.
Well, it wasn't that for me. It was just the flavor. It had kick, but
had
it
good
wasn't.
flavor.
It wasn't
Yeah.
trying to kill you.
Yeah.
It was just good.
Yep. And I broke down and I had a sweet tea. I haven't had a sweet tea in forever, and it was good. It was good.
Yeah, Susan, I should have split that steak with y'all. Yeah,
That steak looked
that
good.
steak looked really good.
That steak looked amazing.
So that was, and then honestly, we just got up on Sunday morning and went home.
Yeah, we cut out by 7, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, we were out the door a little before 7
and on the road.
And on the road. So
because we got gas. We got gas on the way out.
Yeah, at a Casey's or something.
Yeah.
And then honestly, we got on the road.
McDonald's for coffee. And we were on the road and we were home. Of course, we had our one stop at Buc-ee's, which is an hour outside of our home.
Yeah.
But an hour. Anyway, we had to go.
But it was nice because, but I will say this, like we went ahead, we filled up in Branson and then we topped off again one other place. And then we filled up at Buc-ee's thinking, oh, we're going to stop here and have lunch too. It was about 1:30, 2 o'clock. We were kind of hungry by then. But okay, y'all, I've been to many Buc-ee's.
This Buc-ee's was balls busy.
It was like sardines trying to get around in there. It was so like, I'm thinking it's Mother's Day. Normal people are at home doing something fun and not road tripping.
It was insane.
It was crazy.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. Susan said she was on the road by 6 and made it home at 2:40.
Susan, you zipped.
You did.
You zipped.
Wow.
Darling.
You did good. And Virginia was on my TikTok earlier with Baby, and she was saying they left at 5 in the morning.
Because Virginia had to work Monday.
Yeah, and she had to be.
She had to get home. She has work at 6. I think she starts.
Yeah, and she said they got home to North Carolina at 10 o'clock that night.
And
what a long day!
It's a hard turnaround too. When you have to work the next morning.
It is.
I'm glad there were 2 of you to drive. So
yeah, for sure. Take your mom to Buc-ee's for Mother's Day. I wondered, but it looked like a bunch of people, still traveling. It was crazy.
Eve, I think you're right. I mean, it was wall to wall. I've seen it busy like that before. The one in where's the one on
Madisonville?
Yeah, Madisonville.
Yeah,
it's too small.
It's too small.
But
and this one in Melissa is pretty small too.
It was insane.
So yeah, we did a lot of cool things. We forgot a few things when we got to Branson, but as always, we do some learnings before we will go to the next event, which now is Kiss and Tell. Lord, I'm losing my brain.
June. So I'll be closing the
pre-orders.
The pre-orders for Kiss and Tell probably the next week or two. So I'll send an announcement out about that. Those of you that have already pre-ordered, thank you so much.
Yes.
And we'll be pulling all those, but I will probably be closing it off officially in the next couple of days. So next week or so.
So I might be adding something. Maybe.
What?
I won't. It's a surprise.
You haven't told me.
Well, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And right on cue.
So we're going to do a taste test really quickly. This taste test, let me just tell you something. Thank you to all of you who sent us, brought gifts, brought food, brought booze for the Friday night. Thank you so much.
Yes. Plus, you also, came with your smiles and your hugs and your lovely words, and we can't thank you enough.
It was awesome. So the first thing we're going to taste test tonight is something one of you made for us. We have not touched it.
We haven't.
Okay. This is Dana Zamora's caramel, and it is pronounced caramel, by the way.
Caramel vodka
fudge.
Yum.
Made by Dana Zamora. I want you guys to look
Oh
at
my
this
gosh,
beauty.
that looks
Look
amazing.
at that beauty right there.
Oh my gosh.
So we are going to.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it
Oh
smell.
man, that's chocolatey.
Oh, that smells so
Where's my
good.
knife, boo-boo? Okay, we're gonna try this bad boy. Ooh, it's
As
soft,
the
too.
lefty sits there and does this to try to cut the. He's gonna hit me in the face, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is packed in there too.
Oh my
Here, no,
gosh.
you're gonna.
Yeah, I got it. Pull it out.
No,
Just pull it out. You're used to that.
Oh my gosh, you're horrible. Okay, here.
My piece.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So there
As
is
I lose
the
the
Dana
knife.
Zamora caramel vodka fudge.
Yes.
Maybe that's caramel I smell, not chocolate. All right, here we go.
Mmm. Oh my god, girl.
Oh my God, Dana.
Mmm.
That's caramel.
That is.
Oh my God, that's good.
You don't really taste the vodka. It's
No, you don't taste it at all.
Mm-mm.
But no, actually, I can't say that.
A teeny
The
bit.
back of my throat.
Teeny bit.
You're used to that.
Oh
Back
my
of your
gosh.
throat, you can taste it a little bit.
Mm.
Oh, but the flavor,
so much
it's
flavor.
just the right amount of sweet for fudge.
Mhm.
The texture is not hard. It's very soft.
It is.
You're not used to that. And it's amazingly good. So Dana, thank you. Thank you. We have held off trying it till we got here and we wanted to try it.
Baby was like, but, and I was like, nope, we're saving
I said,
it.
there's plenty. Dana gave us plenty. We'll be able to munch on that for a while. Dana, you're awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to give an honorable mention to Dawn Blankenship. Dawn,
those are
these
so
are
good.
killer. These
We're like,
are
holy crap, that's
amazing.
so good.
And you can see we broke into the bag on the way home. You gonna try one, baby?
Ames, you can't even smell the vodka in that at all. It literally tastes like chocolate frosting, kind of, but more caramelly.
Look
if
at
that
this
makes sense.
bad boy.
It's so good.
These are the Old Vienna of St. Louis, red hot riplets, rich
my
potato
God.
chips, hot barbecue flavor, and they are hot.
They're hot.
And you know what? I love it.
You-
I love it because it's different and it pops in your mouth.
We were just saying how interesting it would be to take a bag of that and crunch them all up and then like put it in your mixture for like a fried chicken or meatballs or
Like a
like,
bread.
oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Would you stop eating all of it?
Oh, those are good.
Oh my gosh. These
Those
are
are really good.
amazing. And Dawn also brought us a spice, a little bottle of the spice for this so we can cook with it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Sharon says those are her favorite chips and they're big in
I
St.
have
Louis.
never heard of them before, but
Mm-mm.
boy, I'll be
So
on the
good.
lookout for them. These are so good.
So good.
St. Louis style hot sauce flavored. Yeah.
Mm. Loved that. All right. What's
Here's the
next,
clip,
William?
boo-boo. Are we doing another taste test
Mhm.
already? All right. All right.
Mac and cheese with those chips, Tabitha says. Ooh,
That's dangerous.
that is dangerous.
Okay, we're going to go with the big one here. All right. I would first of all like to thank the Nikki Ann Holt
Yes.
for sponsoring tonight's taste
Taste
test.
test. Thank you, Nikki.
Nikki did us a solid. Thank you. And you know what? Her generous donation
Yeah.
will cover a couple, probably several actually,
Taste test.
crumble taste tests.
So we appreciate it. Thank you. Did not have to do that.
We're going to jump right into the big one here. Okay.
Oh, we
you know
are.
what? We're not going to tease. Okay.
Okay.
Because we have 3 tonight.
We do.
1, 2, and 3. So
Give me
this
a fork.
one is one we have been wanting to try. Okay. And this is the, what do you call it?
It is a chocolate cheesecake with Nutella. Y'all, this is so up my alley. Like, I cannot wait. This is all my buzzwords.
Now, I will tell you.
Connie, you are right. She says Sunday are the worst at Buc-ee's.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful.
Incredible. I will tell you, I've seen some TikTok reviews and they were a little lukewarm, but I don't think that they appreciated the beauty of this thing.
It is really lovely, honestly. How's it smell?
Can't really smell anything. Did I get on my nose?
No.
Little
It does look yummy.
A little devil's dandruff there. I don't know.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
Okay.
Would you please hand me a fork?
And did I bring you a fork?
Baby, we need forks, my dear.
I think I forgot the fork. Yeah, this thing holds it together, I think.
I think you might be right. Here, I think
that's okay. It'll hold together on its own. It's pretty solid.
Okay. I wonder if they pour it into the form until it sets up.
This is a very thick form.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, baby.
So you can see the size.
Well,
there.
did you bring yourself a fork so you could come taste test with us? You could just stand behind us and taste it.
Just careful, William. Get that white stuff on your lips.
Yeah. Okay.
So many jokes, but I won't talk about it tonight. so many easy jokes. Anyway.
Just saying.
All right, so we're gonna cut into this bad boy. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Make sure you get some of the Nutella there.
Yeah, I definitely want that. Okay, this is more solid than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look at that bad boy. Good cross section there. I think it has an Oreo cookie crust.
It seems like it does.
And well, you can smell it now. Chocolatey goodness. All right.
So I got a little bit of everything in the bite. I got some Nutella. I've got the chocolate cheesecake, and I'm dropping it on my keyboard. That's not good.
So let's just go in.
All right, one.
Open wide, Shayla.
You ready, baby? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, from a texture perspective, I like that. The cheesecake is creamy.
It's almost moussey.
It is.
It's without being too much.
You could bring that back. What? You have to come over here and tell people what you think, baby. Bring it back over here. Come stand behind us. Because if you're going to participate.
I'm getting a note of something in the back.
I'm not really tasting Nutella.
Is that the Nutella I'm hitting?
It's not.
In the back. The Nutella is not.
Here.
The Nutella is not overwhelming.
It's just a dollop on top. It is a chocolate cheesecake.
Because Nutella is expensive. I'm sure that's why.
Here's baby.
I'm going to show my shirt earlier. All you need is wine. It's giving.
It's a chocolate cheesecake.
I feel like it's chocolate on a graham cracker.
Except it's on an Oreo crust.
I'll say this. This is a very good dessert.
It is.
It's very dense.
It is.
It's very satisfying. However, the name, it doesn't do justice to the name.
I think you're right. They should have named it something else.
It's almost a chocolate ganache or mousse cheesecake.
So I'm getting just a little bit of just the cheesecake because I'm trying to isolate the flavors here.
And I'm trying to get a little Nutella here.
That's definitely okay. I get it. I know what happened. Okay, so
I need
the Nutella, the cheesecake itself has a little bit of a, like, you can tell there's some sour cream or something in there. It's got that kind of sour cream.
A lot of butter.
And then I think the Nutella is sweeter, and it's kind of adding more sweet to the cheesecake than it actually has on its own. Floyd says hi.
It's a good dessert, but I see what they're saying on TikTok. I was expecting an elevated dessert because of when you mentioned the word Nutella, but Nutella is expensive.
I was expecting this to be more of a drizzle than a hard Nutella.
I think you'd have been better with a drizzle or put a layer in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a solid dessert. 0 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 3. honestly.
Yeah.
It's a solid dessert,
I give it a
but
three.
it is disappointing in the expectation that it set.
You're right, Nikki. It's missing the hazelnut
Thank you,
flavor.
Nikki. That's exactly what it is.
It tastes like
The
a
kick.
chocolate
the
cheesecake,
kick, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
which isn't a bad thing. It's
No.
just it
I
is.
give it a 3.5.
It's good. It's a 3 for me.
It's I'm kind of with you on that. And that was the one that I was so looking forward
Oh,
to
me too.
because I love Nutella.
Me
But
too. It's a solid dessert, though.
Okay.
Solid dessert.
bring it on.
Do you want to skip to do something else?
No, we're
you
gonna
wanna
do
keep
all our desserts because I'm excited.
We're gonna wait on that one.
Okay.
Let me have the other one. So they had like 5 new flavors. We did 3 this time because
Hi,
we know our
Floyd
limitations. This one, I keep wanting to call it a brookie, and it's not.
It's not. It's like a
It is a
what do they call it? A Buckeye thing.
It's a Buckeye.
Yeah.
So chocolate with peanut butter with chocolate drizzle on top. This looks incredible.
It does. And if it's can you smell peanut butter?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
And when they served it to me, they put this hot chocolate sauce on top. So it was warm when they gave it to me. And of course, we didn't eat it warm. The other one's chilled, and the third one's going to be chilled. But I can see how this would be elevated when it was warm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we're not getting the full
But you can
effect
see
in all fairness.
The detail of the cookie there.
Yes, Christine. Floyd's a big kitty.
Floyd's a big boy.
He's a big cat.
All right.
All right.
So we're going to.
loves to be.
And who else eats cookies with
With
a
a
fork,
fork?
but the blacks? Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Okay.
Black
Because we do things a little differently.
the shell black fruit.
Yep.
Bubba, you want to bite?
I was gonna grab
Here,
it.
I'll give you that.
Ooh, yeah, you give me a head.
You're welcome.
It's falling apart a little bit.
I smell the chocolate and the peanut butter.
Okay. There's your
Mm.
cross section.
Yummy.
All right. So
All
we're
right.
going to go in with the Buckeye. Yes. My grandfather used to carry a Buckeye in his pocket, but that was a nut, a kind of a.
Okay, perfect. Ready?
Yep.
I liked it better.
I got more peanut butter than I did because
I like it.
Completely different than what we just tasted.
Completely different.
Probably the most simplest cookies I've ever eaten.
And I'm a texture eater. So the texture of this is very cookie. Like
So the cookie itself, very, very cookie-ish. It's
Mhm.
very, very good cookie.
Mhm.
The peanut butter, and I'm a peanut butter fanatic.
He is.
It's almost like it needed to be infused in the cookie rather than dabbed on top.
And I wonder if we had eaten it warm, if we would feel the same or not.
And
I don't know.
I know I might have different kind of unrealistic expectations because of the production process. But I think it would have been better if there's been a chocolate and peanut butter infused cookie with maybe some peanut butter butter chips in it,
Yeah. Because I think this is
With-
a chocolate cookie with chocolate
with a
chips.
chocolate sauce on top.
Yeah.
That would have been really good. This is almost like 2 toppings on a cookie.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is. It's
It
2
is.
toppings on a chocolate
On a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Um,
honestly, I feel like if they had done a chocolate cookie with peanut butter chips and like a little peanut butter spread or something, it wouldn't have needed the more chocolate on top, at least to
Yeah.
me.
But yeah, Ruth's right. It would be elevated warm.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You can level up next week by eating a Snickers with a knife and a fork.
Exactly. A la George Costanza.
Yeah.
That's from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, because we have to have this is a heavy freaking cookie. It is heavy.
It is very heavy.
But we'll have to heat it up
and see what
and
we
try
think.
it later.
Okay, that's a
But-
point.
I give it 3.
Yeah. 3.2.
2.7.
Oh,
And
really?
it hurts me to do that.
See, I liked this better actually than the cheesecake.
I'm going to give it a 2.7. The level of complexity, I'm going to give it to the complexity of the
Okay,
chocolate
that's fair.
in the Nutella thing, because it was
No, the chocolate cheesecake
it
was
was
lovely.
put together beautifully.
It was.
And the taste was really, really good. This one was a cookie,
Yes.
a dab of peanut butter,
Yes.
and a dab of sweetened peanut butter,
Yes.
and a chocolate sauce. I'm
Yes.
sorry, there was not a lot of creativity done to that.
I don't disagree.
And Handles, their Buckeye ice cream.
Oh, that was so good.
You guys don't have a Handles. I think there's a lot of Handles across the nation.
Yeah.
Handles ice cream is the best here. And they make homemade ice cream, but they have a Buckeye. They have so many flavors.
Oh,
But
so good.
It's a peanut butter. Oh my God.
If you have a Handles, you have to go try 3 flavors. You must go have Graham Central Station. It tastes like graham cracker ice cream. It's amazing.
Graham Central Station is probably one of the best flavors I've ever had.
Ever.
It is so
Blue
good.
Monster is surprisingly good.
It has everything in it. And
It
it's
does.
blue.
And it's blue. And
Oreos
your
in it.
whole mouth will be blue.
Yeah.
And then the Buckeye flavor. It's so good. And I say that as somebody who loves mint and chip ice cream.
Yeah.
But those 3 flavors are better than anything else.
Kelly says, as I can't have nuts or chocolate, y'all suck.
I suck. Poor Kelly.
Kelly, maybe we can make it up with this one.
With this one, because there is no chocolate in this at all.
This month, Crumble Cookie is featuring a certain cake. Remember last month it was carrot cake, and we really enjoyed that.
Well, you did. I mean, as far as carrot cake goes, I'm just not a huge.
Incredible.
You know what, Rhonda? I love Brahms too. This is better than Brahms by far. And we have a Brahms. We have 2 of them, 3 of them near us. But Handles is by far better.
We should tour the Brahms factory, but we've never done that.
No, it's up in Bonham?
Bonham, where is that?
North, I think.
Okay, does that mean I have to leave the house?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to go.
Okay. No, that's Bluebell.
Oh, Bluebell.
That's right. I don't know where the Brahms factory is.
I don't either.
Okay.
Okay, so the third,
Look at your
actually,
boy.
technically the 5th, but that's okay. The final dessert tonight, a la
Crumble.
promoted by the executive producer of tonight's episode, Nikki Ann Holt.
That's right.
Is the cake that they're featuring this week. So we
This
thought
month.
we'd just whatever. We jump in the second week and do it. This is their amazing Tres Leches cake.
Tres Leches.
And when we let me just do a quick
overview?
No, a quick interpretation.
Oh, okay.
Tres Leches,
Oh.
3 milks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cake. So technically it's supposed to be moist, a moist cake, but with amazing whipped topping and cinnamon on top of that.
We might have, our fingers might have slipped earlier into the whipped cream because we were trying to figure out what the spice on top of the whipped cream was. It looks a lot like somebody put paprika or something on there, but it is totally cinnamon.
It is cinnamon. It smells like cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of the devil's dandruff. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna. It's so beautiful. I hate to break into it.
I know.
And I'm not a big fan of wet cakes.
I am not a Tres Leches fan. I'll just be honest.
And if you're gonna have a good Tres Leches, this is hit or miss with your crumble cookie place because it's so easy to overdo. But this is a very moist cake.
It is.
You can see how moist
extremely.
it is. They did a good job with this because it's easy to overdo.
Okay.
And then it's no good.
Are we ready?
All right, wait.
Oh, you can smell the cinnamon.
You can smell the cinnamon.
All right.
All right. Going in with Tres 3 milks cake. Here we
1,
go.
2, 3. Very light.
It's almost a pudding.
It honestly, I'm gonna try some of just the cake because I didn't get very much cake.
That is almost a pudding.
But yikes, it's falling off my fork. Hang on. So this is more like just the cake. Because the first bite I got was a lot of 1, 2, 3. It's so light, y'all.
It's almost boo-boo. Remember tapioca? It almost tastes like the
It does. It tastes a little bit like a tapioca.
The restaurant in San Francisco, Red Pudding.
Oh, the Ruth Christen. Yeah, that was good too.
That
Hi, Lanissa.
is an amazing.
That was good.
Really, I would have this again.
So this is hysterical because of the 3 that we got. This was the one
I didn't want this one.
Least expectations, and it's the one that I want more of. That is so good. Like I'm just sitting here going, okay, you're hogging it.
I saw a few TikTok reviewers, and their local one had overcooked the tres leches.
Oh wow!
So it is no good at that point.
Good night, Beverly.
But it's got to be moist, and this
was really good.
This is incredible. Boo Boo, take this away because I'll eat the rest of it.
Here is the heroine of TropiCon Branson, Lanissa.
The amazing super heroine.
That's right.
TropiCon, and I enjoyed talking with Lanissa as well at the party. She and AJ are awesome. So thank you for such a wonderful time, Lanissa.
Okay, so I thought for some reason that the Bluebell factory was north of us, but it is south of us because that means it's north of you. Thank you for that. Yes, and thank you for a great weekend. We have not had a chance to. We were going to make you a video and thank you. And yesterday was just not a good day. I was trying so hard to get a bunch of stuff done, and I just didn't feel that great. So, thank you.
You are the hostess.
Yes,
that's awesome.
That was.
And
it
we
was
enjoyed
awesome.
every minute.
It was so well organized, which I always appreciate. There's nothing worse. That was so good. Nothing worse in an event than pandemonium, and there was none of that. And
I think I talked with her about it. That's why we'll go back to the ones that are organized.
There's nothing worse than the ones that aren't organized.
You know, and
yeah. So I'm excited. She has already talked to you guys about an event in Houston next November. So I'm going to be hoping that I get an invite to that one because I think that would be loads of fun.
Cool. Well, you know, we kind of left with kind of a rep. So.
Oh, did we? Okay. Did we thumb our nose at everybody?
We were kind of the cut ups in the back of the class.
Oh, that's probably true.
I hear we had some complaints from our suite from Friday night.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We were a little loud. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, shit happens. So I also would like to say that for everybody who got a newsletter today. Wow, my days are running together. So this released officially and wide. I have a bookmark in there because we're going to read again. William loves to read to y'all so much.
And our bookmarks are not fancy. We had some cool bookmarks at the event. Our bookmarks are Chipotle napkins. Yes, exactly.
100%.
Because what do we do here at ShaylaBlack.com?
Keep it real.
The Shayla Mark. We keep it real.
Well, that's what was on my desk was the Chipotle napkin.
By the way.
Yeah,
what the kids call it.
So Nikki says, Texas in November road trip, yes. And Lanissa said she loved the penthouse party. We had so much fun, and I'm glad that you can spare the time to come by. I know when you throw these things,
oh my God,
these events together, that I was like, she's going to come by for 10 minutes and I have to go do 150,000 things. So, yeah.
Good night, Tabitha.
Good night, Tabitha. So yes, this came out yesterday. Wicked and Claimed. If you guys are not aware, if I haven't explained it well in the news,
came out worldwide.
Yes, it's been available on the
Shayla
Mart for a while, but now it is wide
Shaymart
in ebook. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think hardcover is exclusive to our store.
Hardcover is yes, that's correct. And a quick FYI to everybody, we have decided for the Soldiers for Hire, for these, especially on Amazon, you're going to be able to get paperbacks of these going forward. The hardback collector editions will be available only on the Shayla store.
Yes.
So, we're working on paperbacks for this series right now.
Just not there yet.
It's just big, and we wanted to test it to make sure it looks good.
Right.
Because sometimes you get too many pages in there. Paperbacks suck. So we want to make sure.
Yeah, and then they don't hold together well.
Yes.
Yeah, Jan, there was a newsletter out this morning. So if you didn't get that, hit him up.
I'll forward it to you, Jan.
Yep. So, oh, here we go. We got a little schedule here from Lanissa. TropiCon Houston. Yep, November 13th and 14th. Yay!
Awesome.
That's going to be fantastic.
Katie Mills.
Yay. So we're going to read.
Let me make myself a note about Jan.
Okay. We're going to read for you another selection from Wicked and Claimed, because I know how much he loves to read to y'all. He loves it so much. But you know what? You don't have to worry about mispronouncing Lissa's name. so I don't have to keep constantly correcting you. Oh, you didn't get the newsletter either.
That's weird, Christine.
That is very weird because I got it.
I got it as well. Christine, I'll send it to you
Aloha, Jocelyn.
too.
The house in
Jocelyn.
Utah sold and closed. Yay. Best of luck on your procedure, my dear.
Okay.
You love the bedtime story by William. Yes.
Who loved the bedtime story?
Fong did.
Awesome, Fong. I'm glad you liked it.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to read.
This is from Wicked and Ruthless.
No, this is from Wicked and Claimed.
Wicked and Ruthless.
Well, but it's from Wicked and Claimed.
Wicked and Claimed, yeah, exactly.
Bunch of people didn't get it. That's very strange. If you didn't get an email, let us know.
We're going to resend on Friday anyway for not open. So, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to read this little bit, and we're going to read this page.
Okay.
And then we're going to read all the way up to here.
That's a lot of reading.
It's a page and a half.
Oh my God.
It's a page and a half.
I'm not ready. I'm not sure I'm prepared.
Well, that's the whole point. That is the whole point.
Let me get into character.
Okay. Well, you have to be Nash, super hot alpha, all around badass.
All right, darling.
No, I didn't ask you for accents.
All right. Alrighty.
No, I didn't ask you for accents.
Where's my hammer? Where's my hammer? Oh, wait. I know where my hammer is.
Oh, my gosh. And, I guess I will be Hazley today because that's who he's having a conversation with.
It's pronounced Hasley, but that's okay.
Yeah. Hazley.
Look here, Hasley. All right. All right.
Okay.
All right. It's okay, William. No pictures.
In this one. That's right. That's right.
I could do finger puppets, Jan.
And Virginia didn't get hers either. That's so weird.
That is really weird.
Bunch of people didn't get it. We'll have to ask Rach if she can look at what happened on the back end. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Da da da.
And if Shannon's still here, no heckling from the back.
Uh-huh.
All right. Hasley's boss.
Hazley.
Okay, sorry.
Stop it.
Okay. Hasley's boss retreated to his office down the hall, finally leaving them alone, if Nash didn't count her curious coworkers unabashedly staring. He turned his gaze to her. Well, Miss Rowe, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to be here. But he'd hoped. And he was damn glad his hunch had been right, especially after he'd worked up the courage to stop by her place and knock on the door last night. She hadn't been home, or she simply hadn't answered.
She was too busy.
And I know what she was doing too. Watching the porn. Okay.
I don't think so.
And he must be a perverse SOB because despite everything, having her this close again, yet so far away, made him want her more than ever. She stiffened, her pulse visibly jackhammering. Now I know exactly what she was doing.
She's in the office.
Yeah, I know. A lot of things happen on in the office. Oh, those alone times, I know. Nash felt a primal sense of satisfaction that he could still rattle her.
Let's get coffee.
She grabbed his arm and all but dragged him into the cubby. Get my hand off your boob. Good Lord. Ridiculous piece of flesh. Dragged him into the cubby on the other end of the floor, away from everyone else. Her hands trembled as she poured herself a cup from the pot.
For the record, I didn't expect you here either.
Well, you're stuck with me. Okay, try to sound sexier when you read your part.
No, she's mad at
I want
him.
you a little gaspy, okay? I like when girls gasp for air, okay? Just
when they're mad?
Well, whatever the situation calls for. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. We need to set some ground rules. This will be a strictly professional relationship.
Nash stepped into her space, reaching past her to grab a styrofoam cup and deliberately brushing against her. He watched her swallow hard.
Keep going. You have another line.
I love women. I just love women. Let me read that line again. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. He watched her swallow hard. You think? I distinctly remember our relationship being anything but.
Okay.
Hey, you wrote it. I didn't.
Okay. It's just the dramatic.
Excuse me. I'm an artist.
interpretation.
I'm an
Okay.
artist.
Here, you can start here, artist.
Her pupils blew wide. God, he'd miss seeing desire. Okay, you wrote this wrong. God, he'd miss seeing desire war with restraint on her beautiful face. Okay, you made that way too complicated.
It was
Okay,
not.
just say she grimaced. That's all you had to say.
Not what. Oh my
Because
god.
they interrupted happy time. Usually before she gave in to him. Line,
Oh, those days are over.
she insisted, though she sounded
Oh, those days are over. Breathless.
breathless.
I told you on New Year's Eve that I can't do this again. We're not repeating ancient history. Understood?
Line, it was hard to take her seriously when her nipples.
Would you just go on?
What did I do?
You stopped mid-sentence.
Okay, where am I? Line. Okay. I'm sorry. When I see that word, I just kind of
He gets overly
I
excited.
get overly excited. I don't know why. It's almost like I the sus there. Anyway, it was hard to take her seriously when her nipples hardened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need a drink. And poked the front of her. Okay, I got to read this sentence again.
Oh my gosh.
It was hard to
He
take.
does stop mid-nipple every time, Jan.
It was. I'm parched all of a sudden. Hold on.
We're never going to get through this, y'all.
I need a
It's going to be like an hour from
I
now.
need a liquid beverage. I'm not sure why, but I do.
What a horrible human being.
Where's that tres leches cake? I need that. All right, line. Okay.
You're still on this line.
It was hard to take her seriously when her nipples hardened and poked through the front of her blouse. Dangerously.
No, there's no dangerously.
She was very dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Very risque.
Okay.
Go ahead. He grinned, loving that she was still so responsive to him. Wow, so he just snaps his finger and she gets all verklempt?
No, that's not what happened.
Hardened up, bricked up, to the molten chemistry simmering between them, no matter how much she wanted to pretend otherwise. Trying to convince me there's no fire between us? Well, it's futile.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Whatever you think is between us is in the past, and it's staying there. So we'll divide and conquer on this case. You pursue leads and see if you can figure out who's behind these abductions and how to stop them. Keep me posted on whatever you find. I'll handle research and everything PR related. Anything I come across that I think might be helpful to your investigation, I'll email you. Thanks for the chat.
With that dismissive quip and an accompanying pat on the shoulder, she abandoned her cup of coffee and broke for her desk with her concealed weapons well in tow.
She has no concealed weapons in the office.
She sure looked like she did to me. Nash wrapped his fingers around her arm, dragged her ass back. I added the ass part, by the way.
He did.
Dragged her ass back, flush against his chest. Oh, yeah, I like that. We'll try it your way, damn it.
There's no damn it.
But I know you. Paisley.
Thank you. Don't forget my name here.
Line. So let me be clear. Though we're a team, you will not poke your nose into anything that could potentially turn ugly. You don't put yourself in danger. I'll handle that. Step a toe out of line, and I'll spank you. Okay.
No, you get one more.
Oh. She whirled, her eyes flaring with anger. Like hell you will. Oh, did you?
Oh, like hell you will. You're not touching me and you're not treating me like some wilting damsel. I can handle myself.
Unable to resist pushing her buttons further, Nash bent closer until his lips were a scorching whisper from her ear.
Right here. Okay, thanks.
It's how you get Shayla Black hot and aroused. by
Oh,
that blow in her
totally.
ear. He could feel the blistering heat radiating from her, could smell her arousal. Line. As her breathing turned shallow. Maybe so, but I'm not taking any chances when it comes to your safety. End of discussion.
And
Scene.
scene. You know what, Eve, you're right. Nash is so much smoother. I'm just saying, Nash is so much smoother than that. He wouldn't stop mid-nipple. Let's just say that.
Okay, if I'd had a chance to read it first.
No,
I
that's
could've
all the
been
fun.
smooth.
Then you take the fun out of it.
I know. You throw me with the nipple action, and
Sharon, no, we do have them in stock. I will go make sure the store, some of the inventory got stripped out of the back of the store and we still don't know why, but I will go fix it as soon as we're off here because we do have some.
yes.
So I will grab it for you and anybody else that
I'm
would
pretty
like
sure
one.
it's in stock in the store. Let me look.
Well, here, I can look.
I got it right here.
Okay, well, you do that.
Shayla Mart.
So thank you guys for putting up, oh my gosh, here we go. Trying to imagine a Shayla William book collaboration. Every so often, line leaps off the page. Yes, that would be great. And end scene, of course.
Okay, when I'm a professional, where's my assistants? I need.
You don't get it.
Where's my fluffers? I need all my fluffers.
Concealed weapons. Is that a little shot? Yeah, a little gun out of her bra. Exactly.
Well, you saw that Austin Powers.
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do,
Wicked
do,
and
do.
Claimed hardback is available on the store.
So it is now there. Thank you for putting up with our little rendition. That was fun.
A rendition. Yes.
Woo!
Yay me.
Yay you. What else would you like to talk about, William?
Well,
Are
what did we
you
do
tucked
last
out?
night? We did something last night.
Oh, we did. Why don't you talk
We
about
went
that?
to a concert. You guys, I posted in
Concert in the
If you
park.
guys follow William Black, he's a pretty cool dude. He puts interesting comments out there on the Facebook. But I posted last night. We love going to our community concerts. We've got 3 communities around here that have concerts all throughout the summer. Some are on Tuesdays, some are on Fridays, some are on Saturdays. So we have
Well, it's spring into summer.
we have a bevy,
We do. Myriad
a bevy.
and a plethora.
Yes, I hate that word. Bevy's better. Of opportunity for live music. And the last week we saw the Pat Benatar and Pink tribute bands, which were really good.
Yes. But I have to say they weren't super well attended
because of the weather.
Yeah, everybody was like threatening to rain and they had moved it to a different location slightly.
So last night, my sister drove in, and you guys know she lives in Texas, and we all went to see it was 70s night.
There was 2 bands.
It was actually the same band, but they did 2 roles. It was a 70s mix, and then it was an hour and a half of ABBA music.
Well, first of all, it was Disco Inferno,
Yes.
which was just general disco music.
Yes.
And then they did they came back as an ABBA tribute band, and which was really good.
Their voices were the musicality. People will rip on tribute bands. I'll tell you this: these people play with joy.
Yeah,
They play with
doing
joy.
it for fun,
and
mostly.
they're making some money off this thing, but a lot of the local places, there's some nationally bands
touring
that are
cover
just
bands,
doing
yeah.
it for an income, which is fine. But the pure joy they had in just performing,
Yeah.
it just came off. The entire park was full.
So like a couple of months ago, if you guys were with us, we actually saw a Journey tribute band, and that dude had an amazing voice.
Incredible.
He could sing anything.
And then they covered Prince songs at the end.
And a Freddie Mercury song. Like he was fantastic. But they are a touring Journey band.
But it's an interesting experience going to a concert like that versus your normal name brand concerts.
Yeah.
It's so much more casual.
So chill.
So much more chill. We had food trucks out there. Everyone was having a
and I
good
have to
time.
say, one of the
It was
local high schools and the community has gotten so smart. So it was 95 degrees when we got out there last night. There was a nice breeze, so it wasn't awful. But the local cheerleaders, the town had sent them out, and they were taking donations for their cheer and bell crew. But they had little things of bug spray.
Cooling
they had
towels.
Cooling towels.
They
and
had
they had
water
hand
refill
fans.
stations, hand fans. The town took care of everything.
They did
a great job.
amazing. And then they were filming the whole thing. We just had a really good time.
We had great. We got there early enough. We had a really good seat, and it was a wonderful time. So I get into an age now where I enjoy a little more chill. I enjoy some adventure from time to time, but
almost, Jan. Isn't it Waterloo? I was defeated. You won the war. That's what I always thought.
And that was the name of the ABBA band. Waterloo.
It was.
Linessa's asking.
Yes.
Adventures in Branson. We didn't do a lot in Branson while we were there.
We went to the Walmart twice.
So, but Linessa, we'd never been to Branson.
Yeah.
So we want to go back. We're going to go back maybe early fall.
When the weather cools down,
And because there's a couple of shows I really wanted to see. There's a band from Branson that always comes to Dallas for a Christmas show that I introduced Shayla and Mallory to, and they love it.
Yeah.
We want to see their normal show in Branson. We want to see, of course, the Haygoods. And we didn't get a chance to see the Haygoods. And we've seen the Haygoods 20 years ago
at least
on a cruise ship when they were just little. And now they have an amazing show, probably the best show in Branson from what I read. Do the Dolly's Dixie Stampede would be awesome. There's so much fun things to do in Branson.
If you missed it, Linessa, we found through a reader recommendation a really good Mexican food place about 20 minutes away from the town. It was so good. I would 100% go back again.
Getting out of the town. I think next time we go, I want to stay
out of town.
That mountain resort.
Yeah.
But, I enjoyed Branson immensely.
And I
knew I would.
I would like to go up. I would like to go
Silver
Silver
Dollar City. Exactly. I really want to go there as well.
We saw them on a cruise ship literally like 20 or 25 years ago when all the kids were little.
Linessa, I followed them on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, and their harmonies.
So good.
It's like, and the other band that I just love is the Petersons.
The Petersons.
The Petersons are incredible. And these families,
they've been harmonizing together their whole lives. So
love it. I love it. And
so we will look at going back when the weather's cooler. Summer is just not it.
No, not happening in the summer.
No, the weather really was lovely while we were there.
We have too much going on in the summer too.
We do. We have a lot happening. So that was our adventures.
It's been busy.
It has been busy.
And now you and Jenna are back at it.
Yes.
Smacking the living crap out of the commitment. And making it your.
Well, we're trying to. We had been away preparing for this event and being at the event. And we'd been away for like a week and a half. So we sat down today and just went through what we had. And we were like, we made tweaks and changes and set up some things better that we know are coming. So like we are moving on tomorrow.
Shannon, we did not go to the Titanic. Sharon, I'm sorry, we didn't go to the Titanic Museum. Baby is a Titanic fiend.
She wants to go.
She loves everything about the Titanic.
Yes.
We have a Titanic exhibit here in Dallas that I want to take her to. We just haven't had a chance to do it. We did do the traveling one when it was in Vegas
about 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10, 12 years ago.
She and I went. It was over at that, what was the castle type
casino? Yeah, like Circus or something.
No, it was
anyway, Excalibur. That was it.
And it was an amazing walkthrough.
The Haygoods edition Fleetwood Mac are better than the originals. Wow.
Listen, that's the harmony I saw on video.
Wow.
I told you about that. It was incredible.
Okay.
The Haygoods they're all uber talented.
Yeah. You know what? Jenna is hysterical. She is the crazy one. People will ask me sometimes, where Madame Zelda came from, for instance. I cannot take an ounce of credit for that. Like, I was sitting there. We knew we needed something. We needed another gag. We were looking for, another prank that Beck could pull on Seth. and she walked outside for a minute. We were in Florida. It was raining. I was sitting there still racking my brain, and she came in, and she, like, her face, she was like, it was still, and she was so, like, obviously excited. And she was like, I got it. I got it. I got it. When she told me, I like, there weren't words. I fell out laughing. I was like, there's absolutely no way. Like, it was.
She's a hoot. Sean
She
is Sean is
hysterical.
the salt of the earth guy.
He is.
I love that man.
He
Love
is.
that man.
And she's fantastic. Such a good friend. So.
And getting a chance to hang with Mr. B and Anna.
I wish we'd gotten more time with them, but everything was busy.
But they were busy. We were busy, and it just it sucked that we couldn't spend more time, because I love those two folks as well.
Yeah, had a good time. So that's kind of really our last 2 weeks.
That's a wrap. Yeah, we're going to be in town for a while.
Yes.
I think we're get Kiss and Tell, and then you and Rachel have an event you're going to, but it's an author event.
It's an author event
this fall.
September, yeah.
And then I think later this summer we're going to go for just a little trip up to the mountains of Arizona for a week.
Well, actually, unless they come here.
Unless they come here, yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I did. I said I had something going on with Ream. So I think I'm still working all the details through with Jenna, but we might be starting an organized like group read through of the Unbroken books. So you guys are hearing it first. We're still talking through the details and when we're going to do it and how we're going to do it. But I'm just telling you, we're going to do this as an organized group event with lots of conversation. If you have not read this series, this is the best chance, because you're going to get to hear all the insider tea, what went into everything, how we did everything, like all the things. And if you have read the series, you're going to hear all kinds of details you've never heard before. So join us on Ream for that. We will probably start sometime next month. I will get you a more specific time frame as soon as she and I have finished talking. We didn't get much time together today. She had an appointment this morning. No, I'm sorry. I had an appointment this morning. She had an appointment this afternoon. Tomorrow will be better. So I will have more details soon.
Just finish the book.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start all the way.
Priority number one.
Yes, we're going to start all the way at the beginning of the betrayal. And we will drop episodes like mad, you guys. And we would probably, rather than having a whole bunch of, instead of having a whole bunch of questions that we individually answer at the end of the episodes, we might have like discussion posts through the community notes on like a Sunday or something. And then everybody can pile on to that, because I think it's going to be a little bit better for back and forth discussions.
And that's a lot of words.
Normal.
That's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words, you guys. It's a lot of
You should have started 2 years ago. So
I know. Well, that's why I said we are going to, it's going to be a group read. That's a great way to put it, to get you ready for the next release. We will probably be dropping like 3 to 5 episodes a day, because there is so much material.
If any series needs finger puppets, it's the Unbroken series. There's a lot going on. A lot of action.
Well, so that's what happens at Ream, Sharon. We drop episodes of the book, so you're reading it in serial format. But like I said, because we're dropping so many episodes a day to get caught up, that's it. You will read episodes and read episodes. You are welcome to follow along if you would like to. The bundle at my store, for instance, is 40% off, but we will be dropping episodes like pretty much every single day, because there's so much material. So yeah, very excited about that.
Cool.
Linus, is any chance we could entice you to join us I'm literally just coming back from Florida for an author event, like right before that. So it would be a really tough.
Vanessa, I would love to do that.
It sounds amazing.
She'll just be getting back from her event with Rachel, and
it's the week before the commitment drops.
Yeah, so it's going to be tight for us, but I know you guys will have an amazing time. Florida, what a great Pensacola Beach. I've never been.
No, I would love to go. That's on my thing. Thank you. And Christine, I hope some of you who got your Ream boxes get a chance
Everyone
to open
should have gotten their Ream boxes by now.
Can you grab
Amanda,
that?
I was looking for yours to arrive, and it took its sweet ass time to get to
2 weeks.
But thank you for posting that you received it and you loved it. What do you need?
Grab that.
Oh.
Yeah. So some of you have reached out and said, I don't understand what the folded up piece of cloth is. So this is for everybody who is on the orgasmic level of Ring. They get a box twice a year. This is it's a pillow. So you got a little pillow that matches the book that was in
You don't have a mock-up box in here, do you?
I do not. I ran out of stuff.
Well, once you know what? Next week we'll walk through everything that was.
That's a good idea. Next week I will walk through. But
what was in the box, and you got the amazing Shayla Black branded box too.
Yeah.
So because you're a Ream Story subscriber.
Except I don't even have any more of the hardcovers anymore. We
got rid of the we sold those. So yeah, that's all right.
But
we can show photos.
Yeah, we can. So that is all the Ream information for now. I'll have more details about how and when we're going to start and how it's going to work, because it's going to work a little bit differently than the others, because there's so many episodes. Rather than putting questions at the, discussion points at the end of every episode, we will do one big discussion post a week. So I think that will be more conducive to conversation anyway. So there.
Left arm is hurting me.
I'm sorry. Don't do that.
I don't know why.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, don't share.
You know what, Regina? I was wondering how many people would think that. One other person did reach out to me and, very quietly and say, I don't know what this is. And I meant to put something in there explaining all the things inside, because you had some reader tabs. If you like to tab your hard books, like your hardcovers or paperbacks with certain sections, there was some stickers and there was just different things. But I did have some people ask me what the pillow cover was. And so I liked it so much that I kept one for myself and put it in my office. So there you go. Anything else to say, William?
Eve, I don't think it's a problem. It's just we lifted.
You worked out today.
We lifted at the gym today, and I was coming down with the weight, and my left arm gave out on me. So I'm sure I strained it or something. It hurt.
Too much time in the bathroom, or
yeah. I need to get better about
being ambidextrous.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it takes both hands. So I don't know. Anyway,
okay.
We're gonna cut that out of the final edit. So.
That's right.
All right. Say goodnight, Shayla Black.
Good night. I hope you guys have an amazing, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And we will be here next Wednesday.
Yes.
And we will get you some tea. For those of you who joined Baby and Me on TikTok earlier, you got a little bit of info about the wedding that she's in a couple of weeks. Next weekend, or this weekend, is Bachelorette
Hopefully
weekend.
We'll have some photos too.
Yeah, so we will share some of the info about Bachelorette weekend next week, and I will give you another update on the commitment. And, we'll tell you what other concerts in the park we went to.
And we'll see if she can get her line right if I do another dramatic reading.
I got my line just
I need
fine.
to prepare myself for that.
No, that's the fun.
But I'm doing the narration and the male part.
Yes. The male part.
And trying not to look at
the male part.
Trying not to look at Hazley's chest and get distracted.
That's right.
Because I'm easily distracted.
We noticed.
Very distracted. Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone.